Shalom Akim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Mr. Well. This brother Menashe DC Camp, another short lesson to edify the hopeful elect in these last days. And yeah, I'm just going to get straight to the point. You know, we're getting closer and closer to that 7 Trump. The signs are already there. You already see the technology that Lord Abba Shah has given to these nuclear scientists and also these aeronautics engineers to come up with all types of weapons that can be launched either from the ground or from underground or from the sea or from the air. All right, so we got Russia just tested their new anti-ballistic missile. Iran tests theirs too. United States test theirs also. The UK also got a test too. Israel got a test. Israel got a test. All right, Pakistan, they're going to do their own test. So, hey, China they got a test. So North Korea the same thing. So just remember, man, it's no joke when you see these things taking place. This should put the fear of the Lord in you. It has to make you think twice about what's to happen in these last days, man. All right, because folks could beat the the urge of the government to have the people chipped and vaccinated, but the ultimate victory you need to have is not to be able to be consumed by the second death through this nuclear missile. So I'm just gonna play the video real quick because I don't want to make it too long and then get some precepts. Yeah, so there's one thing you have to understand, man, that in these last days when this this World War III is kicking off, man, you have to understand that is the end all be all. And you have to pray, Lord, that Shema Shai guides you and protects you in those days, because there's not going to be any place to hide but in the name of the Lord. All right, just read. We read Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. It says that the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run it into it and is safe. All right. So that's what we're hoping on, man, that the Lord Abba Shema Shah will have mercy on us and get us through these difficult times that we're about to face. So from the book of Job chapter 20, I'm going to read verse 24. It says, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him true. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All right. So just remember, man. Even though this real, the video you're watching is not really a so-called, nuclear missile, but it's an anti-ballistic missile. All right. It's basically to counter the incoming missile. Basically to neutralize it. But hey, the Lord Abba Shema Shai has a way of letting things happen, because these so-called technologies they have might not work, will not work in those days to counter all the threats coming in. So that means, those missiles are gonna land. All right, some of them gonna miss, but the ones coming on America, oh boy, oh Lord have mercy. Yeah, it's scary. Okay, so you just have to understand, man. It tells you that it is drawn and cometh out of the body, which is basically the silo. Okay, and you see them lowering it down in there, and then they launch. And that stuff is really fast. Okay, that stuff is really fast. So it's not even the biggest.
Сарышаган противоракетной установки проведения пуска. Образец системы ПРО, реализованного боевого алгоритма. В ходе испытательного пуска противоракеты подтверждено.
Yep, so that's the Russian bear right there, man. Yeah, it's not gonna be a joke in these last days, man. When you hear that siren going off, this is another test, incoming nuclear missiles and all that stuff. So you gotta pray, Lord, that by Shema Shah send his angels to cover you. All right. So I'm gonna read this quick precept from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 46, verse 22. All right. It tells you that the voice thereof shall go like a serpent, for they shall march with an army and come against her with axes as hewers of wood. And that's exactly what these nuclear missiles are gonna do. You know, they're gonna come in formation and they're gonna take your business. Yep. So that's the fiery flying serpent. So man, that stuff is gonna be loud, man. You know, when you hear that stuff coming in, oh boy, it's gonna be louder than a B-52 bomber. Alright, it's gonna be coming in red hot. Yeah, so and then from the book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 11, it says, the Most High judgeth the righteous, and the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He had bent his bow and made it ready. He had also prepared for him the instruments of death. The instruments of death, all right? He had also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordained his arrows against the persecutors. Yeah, so these are nuclear missiles, man. They are the modern day arrows of war that are going to be launched from the far corners of the earth, and they're going to hit the targets. So you just got to pray that, Lord, by Shema Shah, by Shema Kwakadash, don't let you partake of the judgment that's coming upon the face of the earth, man, because it's not going to be a joke. You know, Scripture talks about, those that take the RFID chip and worship the image of the beast, they're going to be tormented, in the presence of the holy angels and the saints of the Lord, by Shema Shah. In those days. So you gotta pray hard that the Lord don't, schedule you to partake in such a judgment. So that's the point that I can, it's a bitter time we're living in now. So you gotta hold on. You gotta make sure that, you strive for the truth unto the end. Shalom.